Hi, I'm Craig Phillips and I'd like to show you how you can build your own log store, because of course it's that time of the year. You want to start collecting your wood, storing it so it dries out in the summertime, ready to burn in the winter. Having the right tools and materials is essential. I'm going to be using a claw hammer, a combi drill and drill bits, various size clamps, a handsaw, a set square, a tape measure and various size screws, and most importantly a pencil and paper to draw your design. Now you've done your drawings and you've decided on what size that you want your log store, you're ready to cut a kit of parts. I'm going to be using a 2x1 rough sawn timber for my sides. I've measured it up at 600mm, about 24mm in depth and about 3 foot in height, which is 900mm. Now of course this timber is very easily cut by using a handsaw, but if you're building a large log store and you've got lots of cuts to do, it's a lot simpler and quicker by using a compound miter saw. Now you can start fixing your kit of parts together. I'm going to use 40mm posi screws. I'm going to start by drilling the pilot hole in the wood so it doesn't split. And screw them firmly into place with the drill driver. Same again on the opposite corner. Checking with your tape measure that you've got equally the same size gap between each slat. Now we've got one side section more or less complete. What we do want to do is cut an angle to one side of it to create a pitch on the roof to stop the water settling. Now that's the one side section complete. The chamfer cut that we made earlier creates the pitch on the roof. All you need to do now is build a second one of these for the opposite side, and then we can start building the base. Now the base structure is very simple. We've used 4x1 slats. These are cut at 4 foot in length. Of course, you can do whatever size that you want to suit yours. We've spaced them out equally, but we have put some noggins underneath. These are a lot thicker. These are 3x2 in the center to take the weight of the logs in there. And then I've used 3x3s on the corner, which is stronger again, because of course our next section is our side piece is going to be screwed firmly into place. Now that's your two side sections firmly fitted to the base of it. The next stage is to use again the same timber, the 4x1, for the back slats across here. These are the same width as the ones on the side, and we're going to fix them to the 2x1 that we created the frame on the side. So the first piece, you want to start from the bottom, lining it up with the two side slots. This will be of course fitted into the batten, but also screwed into the base for extra stability. As you can see, I've fitted another batten across all the back slats. That'll help stabilise it. The next stage is to build a roof on this, but of course you've got to build a subframe to take the weight of the roof. Now that's our roof subframe now built. We can put that into position and fix it to both the sides and the back. They're going to be screwed in from the sides here. As you can see, we've left an overhang so we can cut that flush to marry in with the front and the pitch of the roof. Now to cover the cut edges up on there, you can use another piece of 2B1, fitted along the front like a little fascia. Now we're ready to fit our roof panels. Now the wood I've chosen is a feather edge board. This is often seen on fence panels where it's thicker on the one end and thinner on the other. It's ideal for when we've just got a slight pitch on the roof. We start off with our first piece, hanging over, only probably about 20 or 30 millimeters from the front, and you can also do this on your two edges here. I'm going to hang that over probably about 10 millimeters and leave this hanging over about 10 millimeters. I'll make a mark on that, square it up using my square, and then I'm ready to cut that down. Once it's cut to size, your first one can be fit into position. You can cut the rest of them and lap them on top of one another like that. Now all my sections for the roof are cut, I can start fixing them into position. I'm going to drill myself a pilot hole in each piece, and then I can start to screw them down and hold them firmly into position. Once the first one's fixed down, the second one can lap over the screws and cover them up to give a better watertight finish. You can probably notice the wood that we've used has got a green tint to it. It's a tannalized treated timber designed for outside, but it's always ideal to put an extra coat on it. Now that the treatment is dry on the roof, it's ready to be placed outside and exposed to the elements. The nature of these builds is to stop the rain from getting onto the logs, but of course lots of airflow around the sides to dry them out so they're ready to burn for the winter time. If you want any more DIY tips or information on the tools that we've used in this video, please visit the website silverlinetools.com.